Hey, so man, what made you just like, you know, so just hit the streets heavy, man, at a young age like that?
At a young age, say, right off the rip, tales from a CRIP, man. I remember when I was a little kid, man, my mama bought me an Easter suit. Some Easter shoes.
Yeah.
Nice Easter suit and Easter shoes, and I was gonna go spend the night in my partner's house and go to church that morning. Me and my partner gonna put our suit on and go to church dressed like the next morning. My mama says she spent like $130 on that suit. Back then, that was a lot of money for a black person to spend on a suit. You dig what I'm saying? And I never forget my mama say, Percy, if you going to your friend's house, you need to go and get over there so you can get your bath, you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I said, yes, ma'am, and so on. I grabbed my little box of shoes, I grabbed my little Sunday suit, and I took out walking. And I was going down Berry, and they had a store over there. It was called Strix back then.
Strix.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all might know the Strix. Used to be Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
For if y'all really want to talk, yeah. But it was called Strix back then, and it has a little. The back of the store has a little alley back there. You know, you can cross over there and get to the next street. I was passing huge, and I was going down by that little alley right there, man, and I never forget, this cat ran up on me and he said, say little man, ooh wee, that's a clean suit.
Yeah.
He said, let me see that suit. You know, me as a child, I thought it was okay to let this grown man, you know, look at my bad suit and check it out and see how clean it was.
Oh, man.
And I gave him the suit. And I let the old man look at the suit. He was like, ooh man, it's a clean suit. He said, what kind of shoes? So, what kind of shoes is them? So I went to get the box, you know, to show him the shoes. So I raised the box up, he was looking at the shoes, he said, ooh, let me see them. He grabbed the whole box. So when he grabbed the box, I went to reach for my suit. And the old man pulled out a big ass butcher knife just like this. And he told me to get the fuck back. He said, get the fuck back. And I tried to stand my ground for a minute, like, no, nigga, you ain't finna take my suit. When he seen that knife and I seen him come at me and he really was gonna stab me over that suit, I took out running down the alley. I ran. I took out running down the alley. I was just a child. And the old man took my suit and pulled a butcher knife on me. And the only thing I could think about was, damn, my mama gonna whoop my ass about that suit. My mama gonna get me about that suit. But the look that I seen in that man's eyes when he pulled that knife out and ran up on me for that suit, that's when I knew to run. Cause I seen that look and it scared me. And I was just a child. And I said to myself, I ain't gonna never let a nigga do me like that no more. I'm gonna start doing niggas like that. Yeah, that corrupted me. That mentally.
So you think that
mentally fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie to you, homie. That look I seen in that man's eyes, I wanted that same look. For the next month, I wish I could have it. I wish I could have had it back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he gave it to me. I could have gave it back to him, but I didn't. And he took that suit. And he didn't just hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Then he hurt me as a youngster, to where, you know, hey, this how the old niggas doing the kids in the village. This how y'all doing the kids in the village. Y'all robbing the children too. You understand me? You gonna stab a nigga, a little kid in the back of an alley over a church suit that his mama bought for him. You was gonna do that. And I knew he was gonna do it. And he would have got away with it. Cause you know, back then we didn't have cameras and YouTube and Facebook and go live and shit like that. Niggas get away with crime like it wasn't shit back then. He could have got away with that. When nobody would have seen that. They would have just found the nigga back there. And wouldn't know what happened to that little young nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the men in the village that killed the little kid and left him in the back of this goddamn store over a motherfucking Easter suit that he know he finna go do drugs, sell it, and go get his drugs with. You dig what I'm saying? And that was crazy. That was crazy, big homie. From that day forward, man, I said to myself, I vowed I'm gonna protect myself at all times. I'm gonna become a gangster. A nigga ain't gonna take shit from me no more. A nigga ain't gonna never take shit from me no more.
Right.
Nah, nigga ain't gonna never take shit from me no more. I don't remember a nigga never taking shit from me no more.
Damn, so you think Do you think that kind of like robbed you of your childhood a little bit?
It mentally traumatized me. I just say that for a while. For years, it traumatized me. You understand me?
How old was you?
I was 12 years old.
Right.
I was 12. 6th grade, going to William James. I was 12 years old. I was in 6th grade, going to William James, man. Yeah. And it fucked me up. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas would do anything to a motherfucker back then and get away with it. And niggas didn't know shit. Once I found out the shit, I can get a gun. Shit, that what did it all. Once he did me like that, I started taking a gun to school at an early age. I've been packing a gun to school, 22. I remember my mama caught me with it. The worst thing,
Yeah.
the worst day of my life. I caught myself being grown and talking shit, you know. They send you out of town. You know, back in the day when we were little kids, they would send you out of town for the summer. You know, your parents would send you out of town for the summer. You go stay with your relatives and kick it out of town with the relatives. So my mom would send us to a little small town called Midland, Odessa, down there in Midland. And you know, every year that you go back, you want to be a little growner than you was to the kids. You know, every year. So this time we ain't feel like we didn't got up there in age. You know, I was about 13 years old then. I was on my way to the high school. And I went down there talking shit like, you know, we was tough. Me and my brother, we tough. And I went down there running my motherfucking mouth.
With the kids in the country?
With the kids in the country.
Hey, man, you must found out early.
Found out early. I told you it was early.
They big,
what?
fast, and strong.
Yeah. I went down there talking my shit to the kids in the country. Oh, I learned that too. I can tell you about that. But when they sent us back to school, when they sent us back from the country back to Fort Worth, I noticed my mama had a different, attitude. I went down there running my mouth. I told him, yeah, nigga, I don't play. I keep my gun in my locker. My gun in my locker right now. I wish motherfucker would fuck with me, nigga. Whoa, I'm talking shit to my other cousins. Cause we act like we tough. I got back to the goddamn, it was time to go to school that Monday morning. And my mama said, Person? She said, come on, I'm taking you to school today. Oh, mama taking me to school? I'm happy. I don't gotta walk to school this morning. Then I noticed my mama was parking when she got to the school. She parked, what you parking for? You just dropping me off, ain't you? She got out the car and she said, come on, let's go to your locker. I like, go to my locker. I said, oh shit. And she told me one thing when she got out the car, I'll never forget. And she said, you better take me to the right locker. I said, oh shit. Cause now, the out-of-town country people then told it on us. You know, you went down there running your mouth, thinking that you telling something, you being tough.
Yeah.
Well, you know, grandmama didn't send that word back with them. Yeah. You know, your kids say that they keep guns in they locker. The little Percival say he got a gun in his locker right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So mama and my dumb ass, you know, little old thing you hang your coat on, that little hook thing. I just had the little motherfucker just sitting up on the motherfucker, hanging. And my mama walked me to that hall, and I tried to play her, and I already knew when she grabbed my jacket and my coat, and she said, you better take me to the right locker. You better take me to the right locker. And I went to the locker. I said, God damn, if I open this goddamn locker, man, my mama gonna beat my motherfucking ass right here. Here goes nothing. I got a combination lock, and I waited and I studied that motherfucker, and you know how you act like you can't get it. Then I was like, God damn it, I went on and popped that hoe. I never forget. She said, move, get out the way. And she opened that locker, she took that thing, she looked in there, she seen it, she grabbed it out the hook, she put it in her purse, and she grabbed it, she said, I'll see you when you get home. Shit. No, you won't. Shit, I ain't coming home.
Yeah.
Shit, now, you can't make it worse than back in the day, though. It wasn't no call, no CPS, wasn't no call, no help, wasn't none of that shit. Hell no. And then it seemed like that day, school went fast and a motherfucker. Class periods just went to going by like this. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know you call here.
I gotta go home.
Right.
And you better not be late.
Right.
You better get to this motherfucking house and you better get to this house now. My mama didn't play no games. Man, I already knew my ass was beat. Yeah, I might act tough at school, but I still got whoopings at home, nigga. You hear me? And I don't know what was wrong with me, because, you know, they never tell you, you know, your parents raised you a different kind of way, but when you leave that house and go out on your own, it's your choices and your decisions that you make determine where you gonna end up. And I made some fucked up decisions, some fucked up choices. You know what I'm saying? My mom was trying to raise me under the arm of the law, the church, the religion, and shit like that. I didn't want that shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I felt like it was too hard to do right. It was too many rules in the Bible, too many rules in that book. So I just rather just do me. So I came home, man. When I walked in the house, I seen switches all on the motherfucking couch. I was like, God damn, mama finna, man, switches. She had already went out there and told me that. See, it ain't no call. Yeah, ain't no. I got a whip on me. Go call the CPS. Take a picture of his leg, hand. No, that shit out the door. No, you finna take this ass when I got that ass whoop.
She beat you.
Oh yeah, you get that. You get that work.
Yeah.
I got that work, y'all. I got that work. Just like I gave my kids that work coming up to try to stop them from doing it wrong, mama gave me that work. Yeah. But hers was disciplinary. It wasn't push-ups. Nigga, it was straight from the motherfucking spur the raw, spoil the child. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And that was in the 8th grade. I got to the goddamn 9th grade. Here I go again. Kinfolk. Tales from a CRIP, nigga. I got into it with Sherman Parrish. Shout out to the homie Sherman, man. Sherman Parrish. I got into it with him at ODY at the summer school too. Yeah. Yeah, me and him fought it out in the parking lot when I was in the GQ boys. Yeah. Me and Sherman got our paper yeah, man, tell him CRIP when we left summer school, man. I went to Triple Tech, man. I got into Triple Tech. And I be down. Coming down the hall, guess who I see? Right. Sherman Parrish. Same dude I had a fight with at ODY in the summer school. And you know how it is. I don't know what, when it was back then, we didn't know nothing about beefing. We just know it was just on-site shit with us, nigga. You see somebody you didn't like, nigga, y'all gonna fight. So I seen Sherman, goddamn me, in the lunch hour. He played football. He with all the football players and shit. And so, goddamn, I got into a little fight with some little black-ass nigga named Lamont. Lamont in the bathroom. Little nigga had a fight in the hallway. I was in the bathroom taking a piss at Triple Tech. Nigga ran in that motherfucker and started huffing and puffing at me like I was a whole ass nigga in the bathroom. And so the nigga said something smart to me, meaning the nigga was finna fight. I went on and walked out the bathroom when everybody came in, and the little nigga ran down the hall looking for me. He said, where that nigga go, where that nigga go? And he seen me, and he ran up there and we started fighting. Yeah. We started fighting. Next thing you know, I started getting the best of him, and somebody stole off on me. Guess who it was? Sherman Parrish. Oh. Me and him started fighting. Somebody stole off on me again. Guess who that was? That was some football player named Bolo. R.I.P. Bolo. Yeah. Bolo stole off on me in the hallway too. So I'm like, goddamn, so I'm getting jumped? Okay. Okay, they jumping on me. Sherman Parrish, Bolo, and the little nigga Lamont. I didn't whoop Lamont. Me and Sherman, we having us a good fight, and somebody else done hit me. Oh, fuck this shit. So they broke that little old fight up. Everybody get woo, woo, woo. So the next day, I ain't gonna lie, I showed up to the goddamn school with vengeance on my mind. Tell from a CRIP, man. Tell from a CRIP, nigga. I pulled up in that motherfucker, and I had me a clean 38 special. Today gonna be the day Percy show it. No, God gotta wear a short, cause I had it on my mind. I told you I won't never let nigga take nothing from me no more. That's not my manhood, my motherfucking pride, or nothing. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, you can't take shit from me no more. I'm gonna be the motherfucker today that show out in the hallway with this bad motherfucker. So I had my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Desmond Reed, man. Desmond, I'm gonna say your whole name, nigga. My cousin Desmond Reed. Yeah, shout out to you, nigga. I went to that nigga, I said, say, cuz. I said, man, come down there to lunch at lunchtime. I said, cause at lunchtime, look what I got, nigga. I'm gonna get that nigga Sherman Parrish today, nigga. I'm gonna get him and believe me, watch this, and that nigga Bolo. When I see one of them niggas, watch what I do in the hall today. Ooh, I'm finna make a motherfucker. Yeah, I did that. I never forget, I had bricklaying. My bricklaying class was right before lunch. And I was sitting in the goddamn classroom, I was waiting. I had my little desk tab and I had my little pistol in it. I didn't bring it into class. And I was sitting there, I was just waiting for lunch. I was like, this is it. And the only thing I was thinking of in the classroom was, this is it, nigga. When that bell rings, it's going down. It's gonna be the final, no. Yeah. Next thing I heard a beat on the door and I seen the principal come in the room. The principal went to the room, went to the front of class, turned around, he looked, and he seen me. He said, right there, Demonson. He said, could you stand up? He said, don't reach under nothing. He said, don't reach for nothing under your desk. Just come go with us. When I walked out the motherfucking room, guess who I ran into? Salt and Pepper. Told you about them, right?
The two boys.
Yeah. Told you about them, but yeah. I was like, oh shit. It's Salt and Pepper. No, they called it Salt and Pepper because one was white and one was black.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they grabbed me by the arm and they said, which one is your locker? Man, I can't believe this shit happening again. Y'all know where the gun is. Swinging on the little thing in the locker. I said, which one is my locker? I shot the niggas to a bunk locker. Nigga, my locker is 307 on one. Okay, one. They took me to their office. I sit in the office. When I walked in the office, guess who I see sitting in the office? It's my cousin, Desmond Reed. Say your name again. Dad, like that damn, Des, what we in the office for? What's going on, cuz? I said, I'm like, damn, man, they going to my locker. That nigga said, I never forget the words came out my own cousin mouth at that time. He said, cuz, I just didn't want to see nobody get hurt. Oh, cuz, don't tell me you told it on me, cuz. Cuz, don't tell me you told it, cuz.
Hey, he probably saved your life.
Cuz, don't tell me you told him the gun. Goddamn it, don't tell me you told him. He said, cuz, nigga, right then, he knew to leave out the outfit to beat the brakes off that nigga in the principal. Yeah, I'm finna get you in the principal, and you knew it.
Yeah.
He walked out the house. I couldn't come out. They had me under surveillance for some reason. And I never get Mr. Galvan. Shout out to Mr. Galvan, man. Trimmer Tech principal, man. Mr. Galvan came in and put the gun on the desk. He had the pistol.
How he found it?
It was in the locker.
But
how they find the locker? I don't know.
They went through every locker.
No, they smart. They got the goddamn school roster and find out who locker is who locker. Go to his homeroom, get his locker. They issue the lockers. It ain't like you go and pick your own locker. And they went through the proper protocol and found what locker was Demonson locker. And they cut the lock off a bit. Yeah. And voila, magic.
Damn.
So at that time, I knew damn well I couldn't go back home.
Right.
I ain't taking no ass whooping this time, not for this one. Now the thing was, they say in high school, you know, it's like you being grown, half-ass grown. Just don't come back on campus. We don't give a fuck what you do. Don't come back on our campus. I couldn't provide no number for them to call nobody to come and get me. You understand? Our phone was out. We didn't have no phone then.
Okay.
Ain't no cell shit.
Yeah.
We didn't have no house phone. Everybody wasn't privileged to have house phones.
Yeah, so you didn't have nobody else to call.
Yeah, ain't nobody to call up there and come get you nothing. But they laid you the rules. Don't come back to this school. Don't come back on these premises. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, shit, that's cool. You know, you gonna act the part in school. Alright, then, cool. Shit, boy, damn, they didn't call my mama. Mama would have beat the shit out of nigga at the school. You hear me? She don't care nothing about none of that shit. She gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, I went home and I never told mama.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this one? You know what I did? For 2 weeks, I played it off. I ran across the street, jumped the gate, and went to the man's house across the street, walked in there, and I looked at porn with the old man across the street. He was cool in the motherfucker. He had a fine-ass wife. You know, he loved fine-ass women. He said, let me show you something, boy. I said, God damn. Young nigga, I still kicking with that old man. He was cool in the mother. We played dominoes. You understand? My nigga Terry, man. You know who you is. That's my homie. Goddamn me and that shit played out. I walked in the house one day and I heard mama say, he done missed 76 days already in school. I said, oh shit, that's me. And I eased back out the house and I never came back. I ran off and enrolled myself in Job Corps. I went to McKinney Job Corps, y'all.
So hold on. How old was you?
Oh, goddamn me.
16?
I was 15 by then. I was about 16 going on 15. 16 going on 17. By my early 16. Yeah, I was early 16. Going on 17 and I enrolled in Job Corps, ran off to McKinney Job Corps. Shout out to them niggas in McKinney Job Corps, man. Yeah. I was in the 0001 dorm, man. Yeah. My mama found out by the time my mama found out I had got kicked out of school for another pistol charge. Shit. I was already established. I wasn't in our house no more. I was gone.
Yeah.
I burnt out. I wasn't shit. I just knew one thing, man. I was in a gang, man. I was banging GQ boys back then, and my partners didn't get whoopings. I felt like something was different about that. I can't take no whooping. Mom, and I can't buck my mama. Now I was smart enough not to buck her. I don't give a damn how tough I thought I was. I always thought mama still could whoop my ass. Some kind of way. See, I was lucky she was just using the belt. I didn't want to see her get on me.
Yeah.
You hear me? Fuck that. Hell no. I was scared of my mama. I was more scared of my mama than my daddy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why I don't understand these kids these days. They run over their mama. Their mama's scary. They running them over. They can't tell them what to do. He won't listen to me. Bitch, how you don't listen to you? He ain't number 12.
Yeah.
11. 8. He won't mind me. How he won't mind you? See, my kids, I got 10 kids, and you can ask all of them. I ain't never put my hands on, I ain't gonna say my hand, I ain't never whooped none of them.
Yeah.
I ain't never physically whooped none of them. I get on their motherfucking ass though.
Yeah.
I got 10 kids, I ain't never whooped none of them, and guess what, right down to the day, all my kids say, yes sir, daddy. No sir, daddy. I don't give a damn how much we probably get it to. They ain't never cuss me, they ain't never disrespect me, and guess what, right now to the day, all my children do what I tell them to do. From the 31-year-old, I got a 31-year-old, all the way to the 12-year-old.
Yeah.
They mine, they daddy. They mine, OGPercy. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not nothing that it's not nothing that I done did to them that traumatized them. It's just respect goes a long way. And I tell my kids, you want to live long? Shit, you gotta respect the next person. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tales from a CRIP, nigga.
Yeah. Man, can you tell me a tales on the Douglas brothers, Fort Worth, Texas, man, legendary Douglas brothers.
Listen, man, R.I.P. to E.C. Douglas, man. R.I.P. to E.C. Douglas, man. Goddamn me, and Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor was E.C. Douglas' partner, man. They was partners, man. Shout out to E.C. Douglas, man. R.I.P. to E.C. Douglas. When it come down to the Douglas boys, man, say one of the most notorious gangs. Brother gangs that ever hit Fort Worth, Texas. You had the Stripling brothers, the Polo boys, all in the family, the GQ boys, the K9 posse, the Legion of Doom. Goddamn me, yeah, notorious gangs that was down here back then.
Right.
And the Douglas brothers, the Douglas boys, was notorious because of Gerald Douglas, man. The first America's Most Wanted to ever hit this motherfucker was Gerald. The big brother Gerald, man. My big brother and Big Gerald did time, but Gerald record was notorious, man. I had tales from a CRIP, man, how he used to hold the family in hostage in the house, man, and wouldn't let nobody go out. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the drugs hit, Gerald was known for giving away all the shit, but you owed him extra money.
Yeah.
He was a killer. He wasn't no motherfucking game, nigga. Gerald was a notorious killer. He was a murderer. He was a, you know what I'm saying, drag you down the street, you know what I'm saying, with his bumper ass nigga. He liked to torture before he killed. He'll beat the brakes off a motherfucker.
Yeah.
The man was big. The man was bigger than goddamn me, the junkyard dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Built like a wrestler. No neck. Big old solid black motherfucker, man. And didn't play no games. I didn't associate with no Gerald Douglas. I associated with Terry Lynn Douglas. That was my partner.
Yeah.
Another notorious. Throw it off. Ass nigga. That was my partner. Terry Lynn Douglas. KD, him and my little brother was partners. Them was the brothers. They had little brother, big brother. I hung with the middle brother. I fuck with Gerald. R.I.P. to the other brother, man. Yeah, I forgot his name, but he was a Douglas too. R.I.P. to him, man. I get him down in a minute. But he was a Douglas too, man. But me and Terry Lynn, we was like this, man. I got a tale from a CRIP on Terry Lynn, man. You know, Terry Lynn was one of was a good man in heart, man. And every day I met Terry me and Terry Lynn, we used to box it out on Middleton Unit. And niggas used to hear me and Terry Lynn in the corner boxing with each other, and everybody be like, God damn, ooh, shit, man. The nigga was silent. He would let me get mine for free, but I wouldn't give him shit for free. He'd open his chest up, he's so big, he'd stand there like this, say, come on, nigga, hit me. Hit me, little old nigga. And I got boom, boom, boom. He said, now come on, now give me mine. Now you know you gotta give me mine. I like, well, shit, now. And he'll work his way. His hands was good. At night, Terry Lynn, you know, in the streets, on the south side, you know, he had just did 25 on Clemens, man. Down there in Clemens, just did 25 flat on Clemens Unit, man. The Clemens Unit. Clemens. Yeah. In Amarillo, Texas. He had just did 25 flat down there, man. He ran into a white girl. No, he allowed me to tell this story. That's my partner. I got his picture right here with me and him right here on together. Right now, me and Terry Lynn, man. Shout out to his son too, man. Terry Lynn Jr., man. Yeah, still out here in the streets doing good things, man. And he cut into a white girl in the penitentiary, man. She had all the money that she needed, man. She took care of Terry Lynn. Now, for Terry Lynn being an addict on the streets, and you cut into something good, and you're an addict on the streets, and somebody take care of you, you win. Shit, Terry Lynn won. One of a good old white girl. Shit, Terry Lynn won so much, he bought a typewriter in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
They got a typewriter? Shit, you know, back then, you know, they got new shit now, but back then, nigga, that was a big thing to have a typewriter in a penitentiary.
Right.
You must got some real money. And he had that. And he said he came home. And during the process of him coming home, man, you know, he was driving Benz, drop-top Benz through the neighborhood, Benz out terrors down through there, you know what I'm saying, and shining and looking like brand new money. And then one day, he hung in the barbershop too long and he got a haircut. He told me he hung in the barbershop too long one day and he got a haircut. That means if you hang around them drugs too long that you say you don't do no more, you hang around them, you know, I don't do them, but I want to hang around the niggas that sell them and the niggas that's hustling them. Yeah, well, keep hanging, nigga. Eventually one day, you'll go back to using. So evidently, you know, his game was he went back to using. But that wasn't Terry Lynn's story. You know what I'm saying? Terry Lynn was a fool. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm not going to even, you know, I ain't going to even speak Terry Lynn cases, but because Terry Lynn was a good partner of mine. And he was real funny, he kept me smiling. When he kept everybody else frowning, they were scared of him. They were scared of him. You know, when he have his little parties, you know, his little drug party, you know, party like a rock star. He partied like a rock star because he had plenty of, the family had plenty of drugs. So, but Terry Lynn's main thing was, you know, when he partying like that, you know, he'll go in there and he'll tell everybody, say, you know, the drugs on me, y'all can smoke, get high for free, do what you want to do. Just do one thing. Don't look out no windows. And don't be peeking through the peek hole. That was his thing. Other than that, the party don't get all the shit, you know, you can blow all the dope, smoke, whatever you gonna do is here. And they was in the motel and they partying up. Never get, he up on the bed, butt naked, you know, doing his thing, dick swinging, and they having to get all the time and look down, and there she was. Had a chick looking at the peephole. And see, that one thing about Terry Lynn, if you get caught looking out a window or peephole, his high just goes away. And while she had her head at that peephole, he walked up behind her and he told her, tell him to come in. He put the gun by her head and he told her, tell him to come in. Tell him to come in. Now everybody like, Terry Lynn, come on, she cool now. Tell him to come in. He naked. He opened the door. Tell him to come in. See, bitch, you done blowed the motherfucking party. Boy, you done fucked up everything. This nigga, he ain't caring about nothing. Whoever, cause that was his high blower, and you couldn't do that. Shh. Peel the curtains back. Curtains back. Tell him to come in. Kept telling the shit. Oh, I don't know who it is. Yeah, now tell him to come in. Terry didn't play that shit.
He thinking somebody trying to rob him.
You know, that was his skits. You threw his high off. You blowed his high. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want nobody peeking out no windows or looking at no... He announced that before the party started. So obey the rules. Don't get high this bitch and go to tripping skits and looking on the floors and out windows and peek holes and shit. What the fuck is you doing? He thinking you setting him up. That was my partner, man. He used to tell me a story about how the pipe would be on the shoulder at night and the lighter would be on this side. The pipe and the lighter. Every time he wanted to do right, the pipe and the lighter would talk to him. He'll take the motherfucker, he say he'll stick that motherfucker in top of the closet, and he can hear that motherfucker say, come get me, nigga. Get me out this motherfucking closet, nigga. You know we gotta go get it, nigga. And he said he just put his hands over his ears. He said that pipe be in top of that closet, talking that shit, and he'll just run up there and say, man, bring your motherfucking ass on, let's go. And say, man, the man was hilarious. I said, man, you could have took that comedian show on the road. That nigga had me up all night laughing and giggling. Terry Glenn was a good nigga, man. His situation he got caught up was his situation. Y'all can read about it.
Right.
Terry Glenn Douglas. I ain't gonna tell his story. The newspaper tell it for me. I don't gotta tell what he did.
Right.
Oh, yeah, the newspaper tell it for me. You understand me? Whoa. Show you how to work the jukebox studio. Wow. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that was his story. He's a good friend of mine. Years later, man, he got 89 in the penitentiary this time. You know, his next go around, he gone. And he out of there. I love Terry Lynn Douglas, that's my partner, regardless of what his crime was. Still my nigga. One thing about real niggas, they don't change on you according to your crime, because if they do, they wasn't your partner anyway.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? They wasn't your partner anyway. Yeah, and I hold that nigga down to this day, man. Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Hey,